being grateful. Being grateful is underrated. It's not talked about enough. And speaking on the Matrix, right? The movie The Matrix, when they went over how artificial intelligence is going to take over society, and they've even spoke on this on the documentary. It's on Netflix. I can't remember what it's called, but it was talking about how social media and technology, the artificial intelligence takeover has already happened. It's already taken over. Actually, okay, screw what I was talking about before. Let me get into what I was talking about today. I'm a true philosopher. I love learning and figuring out patterns of the life we live in. Life is a video game, and we see the same story modes get played over and over and over again. And as I keep on keeping my journal and writing new stuff down, and new things I'm learning from new books, and new things I'm learning from new people, and driving in new places and learning new streets, I'm learning more and more patterns and seeing more and more patterns. It's repetition, synchronicities. I've been seeing a lot of angel numbers lately, and a lot of stuff's been going on in my life. I'm telling you, these past couple of days, a lot of stuff's been maybe going a different way than what I thought it was gonna go. So it's forcing me to do other things. But the grind never stops. No matter what obstacles come in my way, the grind never stops. I'll always find a way to grind. We gotta look at people's character. The people who you surround yourself around is so important. And we actually don't get to choose everyone that we're surrounded by. There's family. There's family that's around us that's just there. And at work, we don't choose our co-workers. We just choose the place we work at. Neighbors. But then there's friends and associates. You can choose who you hang out with. And really watch out who's around you. Energy, man. Energy. A woman can be attractive, right? But if her energy's not right, I don't want her nowhere near me. A woman's energy is way more important. A woman's energy is way more important than how she looks. She can be stunning, right? And just have the best body, you know what I'm saying? And that's cool, but if your energy is not cool, I don't need you around me. I'm not looking at you, I'm looking through you. Do I see you? Yeah. Okay, maybe I am looking at you. I am looking at you, but I'm also looking through you. And what I see within yourself is way more important than what I see on you. See, a major thing in life is that it's got to be in you, not on you. For you to really to separate yourself from a lot of other people. Anyone can go get money and put on some nice clothes and some nice jewelry, and girls can even go get go get some new boobs, or go get some implants. You know what I'm saying? But your character within yourself, what is that? That's what matters. That's what matters throughout the years. This external stuff is going to change. And a lot of people's character really stays the same. It takes a hell of a person to study themselves and to have the ability to control their character, or to lead their character down to a new path, or to a new story mode, And when you see someone, or when you witness someone act a certain way, or it can be a dark side, a negative side to them, you gotta take that as an important factor, and that's who they are, or that's a part of them. You know, when people show their true colors, you can never ignore that. You can never. You know, you gotta test people. You gotta test people to figure out who they are, to figure out who they are inside. Because a lot of people on the outside are hiding. They're trying to hide their internal character. And you gotta be a person to know how to just bring it straight out of them and test them. You know, people have been wearing masks before COVID came by. Let me tell you what's so great, right, about being your best self, and just always on the constant journey of improvement, is that people are affected by the person you're being. When you're controlling your energy and you're being such a great human being, the person you are affects the people around you and how they treat you. You know, I'm treated with more respect when I'm taking action, and I'm lifting, and I'm taking care of myself. That changes how people respond to me. You know, I can control the dynamic. I can control the energy in the room by just the amount of energy that I'm carrying within myself. About the Just off of the amount of energy that I'm giving to you, whether it's consciously or subconsciously. And when it comes to a man and a woman dynamic, the woman responds off of your energy. You know, depending on how manly you are, the more manly you are, the more feminine she's going to be. You know, she reacts off of you. You know, women can be very emotional and very reactive, but as a man, when you can be stoic and more calm, it's like all that energy can just bing, bing, boom, boom, boom. I'm saying it won't have that much of an effect. And you're able to control the dynamic. Having control of your sexual energy and having control over your emotions, they're not going to know what to do with you. People are going to think you just don't care, that you don't care about anything. The way you handle things, it's like it's nonchalant in a way. It's powerful. You know, being stoic doesn't completely mean that you're detached. Being stoic is just looking at things from a more logical perspective and looking more towards the future, and engaging in a situation in a logical and a positive way. You know, getting down about something and getting super emotional about something is not going to always be the best option. There's ways where you just got to step back and to be calm and to look towards the future and what actions that you can take in the current moment that will lead you down to a greater path, or that won't lead you down to a worse path. Back in my tennis days, there was this little kid who was really good. So I was in this group. It's called the Masters Group. And it was teenagers. And there's this kid who was a couple years younger than most of the kids in our group. And he was smaller and he was less physical. And what he did is that when you play him in tennis, he just wouldn't miss. You know, you serve, you could give a nice serve, he'll return it to you. You give a nice backhand cross court, he'll return it back to you. You give a nice forehand down the line, he'll return it to you. All he's there doing, he's not even hitting tricky shots and a whole bunch of shots with spin on him. He's just not messing up. a huge part of this life is just not messing up. You don't always have to be flashy. You don't have to do all this special stuff. If you can just do the basic things right and not mess up, you can be better than a lot of people. You can be better than a lot of people by being consistent and just not messing up and doing the extraordinary. If you got the sauce, that's cool. But the sauce is not the only thing you need. You need fundamentals, you need consistency, and you need the ability to steer yourself forward and to not diverge off your path. Having swag is just a gift.